Students are the most unruly. That's what. Do you want to carry the tag? Yes. No. Not today. Not today.
Especially not today.
No. I want everybody to make sure that smallest of noise, you still have your degrees in our hands. I don't want to say that. Right? So, please, from this moment onwards, the noise should come only when we say yes. Say yeah, then you would be. So now I would be explaining that. Up to that point, no noise from that end. Thank you. Good luck.
First and foremost, sir, I think we should also mention it to them that since we are in state mourning, so this entire ceremony has got to be extremely solemn. Just because we did not want to have any kind of inconvenience for all the students here, the convocation has not been rescheduled. So therefore, please make sure that no amount, any kind of cheering or clapping or celebratory kind of expressions will not be entertained, not today, because of the fact that we are in state mourning. We'll go ahead with the demonstration as to how you will have to come up from this side of the stage and take your degrees from sir. So when your name is announced, you will have to come by, shake hands, take your degrees, wait for a moment for the photograph, and then move ahead. Is that clear with everyone?
I request all the meritorious students and rank holders to please come in this section and sit. If you are sitting with your classmates, you have to sit in this section. Please come forward.
फिर भी रीड करो तो अराउंड 300 350 एक मिनट में 8 बच्चे जाने चाहिए. ओके हो जाएगा. हाँ, तब तक 30 मिनट्स का हो जाएगा. When we start, we will have a minute silence. His photo will be displayed. Just announce. हाँ, not now. When VC sir comes, main part. That for a minute we will have that we have incorporated.
Actually, they were very, very silent after that.
359 है अभी प्री कॉन्वोकेशन में टोटल. तो उसमें से एक Good morning all. Can I request all the students to be seated? Is there any confusion regarding the seats? I request the volunteers and the faculty members to please guide the students appropriately. Thank you. I hope you all have been briefed about today's event. In the morning we had a deliberation, should we push this event ahead, because you know the whole country is mourning today. Few of the states have even declared 2 days mourning, and the whole state like Madhya Pradesh is closed for two days. But since the students had already been informed, all the arrangements had already been done, the Chancellor in the morning took a decision saying that we will go ahead. All the classes in the university will be closed, but to avoid inconvenience and some kind of a disappointment in students, because today is a day that you've been working for 5 years and you've earned this degree. So taking that into consideration, the decision has been taken by the authorities of the university and the trust. So I expect each one of you to respect this decision. It is very clearly given by the state that there is no celebration, nothing for 1 week. In spite of which, if the university has decided to go ahead with today and tomorrow, it's only in the interest of students and giving respect to this occasion, convocation. It's no entertainment show. It's a very serious ceremony which we would be having as a pre-convocation as well as the convocation. So reason why I'm saying all this is because I expect each one of you to respect this particular decision and maintain decorum, no howling, discipline to be maintained 100%. Is it right? Has it gone into your head?
Good morning to all of you. I request the staff and the students to please take their seats. I also request everyone present in the auditorium to switch off their mobile phones. I request all of you to please stand up and welcome our dignitaries. Dr. Sharad Maiskar, Pro Vice Chancellor, SPKM's NMIMS University, and Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. I request everyone to please be seated. We'll now proceed with the presentation of degrees to the graduating students of Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering, SVKM's NMIMS University. I invite Dr. Vaishali Kulkarni, Associate Dean, MPSTME, to call out the names of the graduating students of M.Tech, PGDM, and MCA. I request Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Sharad Maiskar and Dean MPSTME Dr. N.T. Rao to kindly give away the degrees.
Good morning, everyone. Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Sharad Maiskar, Dean Dr. N.T. Rao. I present before you the students who have passed the Master of Technology first, starting with Master of Technology in Computer Engineering. Srivastav Soumya. Excuse me. Okay, let us begin with Master of Technology in Electronics and Telecommunication. Damankar Kalyani. Ghosh Dastidar Ritulika. Hirve Heram. Karkera Sudindra. Sagar. Gavankar Aishwarya. Gupta Siddhant. Jangid Hemani. Junna Prabhakar. Nadkarni Ashwin. Panchal Dharmendra. Patel Nisarg. Rajput Shivam. Roy Kumar Abhishek. Save Saurabh. Shah Nirav. Sharma Sarita. Shetty Meghna. Soans Joel. Takle Romit. Thakkar Monish. Tiwari Rahul. Yadav Siddesh. Shah Fenika. Sannyasi Neha. Now we begin with Master of Computer Application. Agarwal Harshit. Ali Shahbaz. Arora Gurmanpreet Singh. Bagwe Pratik. Basu Akash. Bhatt Dhaval. Chauhan Kushal. Chauhan Shreya. Desai Akash. Desai Sanket. Ghiye Ankur. Gujarati Harsh. Kapadia Saurabh. Lakhwani Diksha. Maldiyar Mehul. Mane Chinmay. मनगोंडा शेखर, मारिसोना, मेरतवाल भव्या, नाइक रक्षित, पानवाला वंदन, पारेख यश, पटेल हेमलबेन, पाटिल रोहित, सेडानी निक्की, शाह लक्षित, सिद्धपुरा जिग्नेश, सिंह अमित, सिंह निशा, सिंह विवेक कुमार, विज दीक्षा, विश्वकर्मा नितेश, भट्ट भविन, त्रिवेदी प्रजेश, पति बिप्लब बरन.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sirs. I now request Dr. Anuja Agarwal, Associate Dean, Technology Management, MPSTME, to call out the names of the graduating students of MBA Tech.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you, Kirti. Welcome to Convocation 2018. Keeping in the somber Convocation function today, I will start with the MBA Tech IT. Sir, I present to you the students of graduating in 2018 of MBA Tech, Information Technology. You can please come one by one as I call the names. We start with Kanishk Agarwal. Kanish Agarwal, Jelam Bhatt, Anirudh Chaudhary, Regan Chudiwala, Ishita Goyal, Prekshita Jain, Abhishek Jain, Kushal Jain, Atharv Johri, Kaizat Kadgara, Arpit Tuteja, Shriyash Dharmadikari, Asim Sood, Akshay Panwar, Shubham Mishra, Umang Bang, Vanita Rajpurohit, Jainam Talsania, Archit Bosamia, Joel D'Souza, Soumya Bansal, Bhargavi, Suryansh Chaudhary, निशांत दलाल, प्रणय, गौरी धूरी, ईशा गुप्ता, जय किशन गुप्ता, नमन कपिल, व्योम रेहानी, प्राजक्ता सदवर्ती, सिद्ध शाह, रोहित शेट्टी, अभिप्रीत सिंह, इला सिंह, शशांक सिंह, संयम सोनी, सॉरी, दीक्षा ठाकुर, दिशा ठाकुर, साहिल वर्मा, समय मेहता, सार्थक सहगल, काव्या सिंह, शुभम बिंदल, यशी टंडन, महेश सोनी, आरुषि वर्मा, and Akash. Sir, now I present to you the students convocating today for the Masters in Business Administration and Technology Management Computers. I start with Anurag Jha, Rahul Ahuja, Siddhant Gandhi, Tanveer Singh Batra, Siddhant Gandhi, Charubhadra Gupta, Raman Gupta, Prasanna Jain, Alavi Ahmad Khan, Ayush Kumar, Gurtek Singh Mangat, Prakhar Mittal, Pooja Moore, Tushar Pal, Jeet Parekh, Nayonika Raj, Akshay Shah, Ashay Shah, Sanchit Shandilia, Parth Sharma, Bhavya Shriti, Ishita Shukla, Vinita Singh, Vaishnavi Taneja, Krunal Thakkar, Tripathi, Raj Vinayak Jain, Kartikeya Vyas, Nakul Yadav, Aditya Arora, Akshita Khare, Avnish Bhatia, Shivam Seth, Swarnim Srivastav, Tejas V. Kumar, and Divya Ahuja. So, I now present to you students graduating in 2018 MBA Tech EXTC. Sana Bajpayee, Pranshu Chittora, Lyndon Fernandez, Aditya Garg, Sandar Gupta, Ram Iyer, Avni Khandelwal, Abhinav Khare, Vaishnavi, Siddhant Mehta, Rajat Mehta, Shivam Miglani, Sajal Mittal, Siddhant Nisarikar, Lekha, Rishabh Saxena, Ronak Shah, Vashisht Shah, Aditya Pal, Suyash Prateek, Vatsal Raizada, Suraj Rao, Yash Rastogi, Meet Shah, Pallavi Sharma, Ankit Singh, Vaishnavi Singh, Aruj Srivastav, Vipa Tripathi, Kartik Vadhva, Mohammad Yashab, Pritesh Dargar, Gaurav Agarwal, Suraj Kumar Rai, Siddharth Singhal, Shaurya Maheshwari, Minal Ahmad Sheikh, Minal Ahmad Sheikh, very sorry, Abhijit Kumar, and Ashish Goyal. Thank you, sir. Now I present to you MBA Tech Civil Engineering students graduating in 2018, starting with Nilay Agarwal, Siddharth Ahuja, Ketan Bhandari, Shrey Bhansali, Tanmay Bhatt, Mohak Chatwani, Animesh Deshpande, Sorin Govani, Siddhant Manerkar, Prishita Manyar, Harsh Mehta, Abhaydeep Midha, Varun Nayati, Ali Rasai, Rakshit Shah, Jash Shah, Shivansh, Shresht Suneja, Ronak Ranka, Viram Mehta, Shivam Joshi, Parth Shah, Vinay Vora, Puneet Kataria, Shikha Mishra, Krutarth Upadhyay, Divanshu Upadhyay, Dhruv Berathi, Dhruv Berathi, Ayush Bhardwaj, Karan Bhardwaj, Praveen Bhaskaran, Akash Bihari, Shubhi Dare, Aryak Desai, Akash Dikshit, Jawahar Don't Mesity, Pratik Gupta, Malav Intwala, Bhavin Mange, Ayushi Pandey, Jay Kumar Savalia, Raj Sawant, Shyam Kumar Shah, Mayank Sharma, Parth Sharma, Nikhil Singhal, Harshita Srivastav, Pranav Kathuria, Dhruv Patil, Akshay Patil, thank you, sir. I now present to you MBA Tech Mechanical Engineering students, starting with Mridul Agarwal, Spandan Bhattacharya, Anirban Dasgupta, Prasanth Singh Dham, Cliff Dyler, Rajat Gohil, Pratyaksh, Amog Hurali, Akhil Inamdar, Rishi Jain, Siddharth Joshi, Pavandeep Kochar, Rucha Maheshwari, Rohan Malik, Ravi Teja Maladi, Suyash Mehrotra, Abhik Nijavan, Shreyas Fadke, Kedar Purohit, Rohan Rane Sardesai, Astha Shah, Jash Shah, Parth Sharma, Aishwarya Sharma, Ishan Sonavane, Shambhavi Tripathi, Nisarg Vachharajani, Aditya Gupta, Siddharth Yadav, Ashutosh Tiwari, Siddhant Goyal, Mayur Arjun, Sanpreet Batra, Rishabh Chopra, Rishabh Damani, Bhargav Desai, Karan Dhanorkar, Ripav Gohil, Amandeep Goyal, Aniket Gupta, Nihar Kedia, Akash Khindri, Prathmesh Malpathak, Tanmay Nijavan, Dhwani Parik, Khitesh Raitani, Vraj Kumar Shah, Naman Sharma, Shubham Sharma, Parth Shukla, Vaibhav Kumar Singh, Vivek Kumar Singh, Rohan Swarankar, Avijit Thakur, Shubham Tyagi, Prashant Verma, Anmol Jain, Udbhav Mishra, Vineet Nair, Anand Vaidya, Paresh Patel, thank you, sir. I now present to you the students graduating in 2018 MBA Tech Chemical, starting with Hitakshi Arora, Hiral Bahal, Yash Pakkar, Varun Borkar, Riya Chhaya, Devansh Dwivedi, Avinesh Ganguly, Abhinav Guha Ray, Dhruv Gupta, Ashi Mehta, Vandan Mehta, Isha Patwari, Ruchit Ramolia, Shubham Sharma, Arihant Singh, Nikita Somani, Aishwarya, Ruved, Asif Zaman, Shivani Shukla. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to thank the Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean for handing over the degrees. All guests and students are requested to remain seated. We will be playing a corporate film to give an overview of academic programs at MPSTME.
Visionaries and innovators are the one who sense and provide for what rise from the sphere of growing need of the mankind. They change the rules of the world. NMIMS is the game changer of today's higher education. It began its journey in 1981, following the footsteps of its parent body, Shri Vile Parle Kelwani Mandal SVKM, which has been spreading quality education since 1934. We envision an excellent future from the time we started. A foresight that was born.
I now request the faculty members to kindly join the academic procession, which will start shortly. All students are hereby informed that no one will be allowed to leave or enter the hall once the academic procession starts. Faculty members to kindly join the procession.
Out of the furnace of changing times in India. We are committed to see our visions materializing in the creation of a new paradise of knowledge and research.
The value systems that were imbibed upon us, that we were exposed to when at NMIMS, went a long, long way in grooming us for the years to come. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me from my 2 years at NMIMS.
I have been a sports person all throughout my life, and one of the things which happened when I joined NMIMS was that the competitive spirit which you normally carry in any sport was something which was there at all forefront. So I really think in that sense, wherever I am today in my career and wherever I will be in the next 10 to 20 years is all thanks to NMIMS.
I'm very confident that this will be one among the top 5 institutes in the world.
NMIMS shares a strong partnership with industry, government bodies and NGOs across the globe.
Appropriately complements the vision and the goals of your university.
We innovate and take risks because we believe in entrepreneurship. This is principally the driving force behind our work, and we intend to tread the path to sheer excellence.
नरसिंह मुंजी की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है उसका इंडस्ट्री और एलुमनाई नेटवर्क.
We keep an eye and sense the growing need of every sector of the economy. To furnish multi-skilled workforce, we have broken down several barriers between disciplines and offered a number of innovative courses to the world. Integrated 5-year MBA.Tech program, domain MBA programs in pharmaceutical management, actuarial science, capital markets and banking. Executive PhD program in management, a first of its kind in the country. An integrated 5-year Pharma.Tech program. An integrated MSc PhD program in chemical sciences and biological sciences. We are the only institution in the country to have a virtual trading room.
I have been associated with NMIMS for close to 20 years. Very few top-notch B schools in the country respect its customers and are willing to really listen to them and then go one step beyond and change the curriculum. NMIMS has been a willing partner with us in terms of taking our inputs and contemporarizing the banking education in this country. And I also personally believe that I want to associate myself in this particular team which is thinking differently and which is working towards taking NMIMS to becoming a global institution.
In a time of global interdependency, We see to it that knowledge is not restricted within our country, but that there is a continuous exchange through partnerships across the globe. Faculty development led us to secure our ties with Harvard Business School. An active industry experience leads our faculty to regularly contribute in case studies, research and publications in India and in reputed international journals.
NMIMS has a root in the business school, which was set up in 1981. Ever since we became the university, we have today put our footprints in different disciplines. The essence of the school, as I have often said, lies in the fact that we have been innovative, we have been market friendly, and above all, our entire focus has been to develop a cadre of employable young people in this country. And it is from that kind of a perspective that we have looked at not just merely the programs, but even our entire research agenda that we have created in our own institution. Another aspect of NMIMS and the spirit of NMIMS is it's a highly entrepreneurial institution. NMIMS is an institution where we continuously transcend horizon, and we shall continue to do so.
NMIMS encompasses 8 schools. School of Business Management, the flagship school of NMIMS, which is ranked among the top 10 business schools of the country. Produce an army of socially sensitive leaders. Mukesh Patel School of Technology Management and Engineering. We created a new breed called Techno Managers. A variety of courses enrich the technical workforce at different sectors of the economy. School of Pharmacy and Technology Management. Our mission is to furnish qualified professionals for pharma research, production and healthcare. Balwant Sheth School of Architecture. BSSA was started with a mission to broaden the boundaries of architecture and design to socio-cultural areas of the society and to create a pool of urban designers and planners. School of Science. Here, we create an array of scientists for our country. Anil Surendra Modi School of Commerce. Our BBA program is designed to fulfill the industry requirements at the entry-level management. Sarla Anil Modi School of Economics. We produce fresh economic planners and economic thought makers. School of Distance Learning. We take every initiative to stand by our commitment of continuing executive education in India. Apart from these 8 schools, we have 4 centers of excellence at NMIMS. These are Center for Intellectual Property Studies, BSc Center for Capital Market Studies, Center for Textile, Academy of Aviation. With a will to cross all dimensions in imparting knowledge, we started our educational programs in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Shirpur and Chandigarh. There's life in every part of the NMIMS campus. A congenial campus environment provides at-home experience to Indian and all our foreign students. NMIMS, where we transcend horizons.
Good morning once again. I welcome you back to the main convocation ceremony. I request the staff, students and guests to remain seated. A gentle reminder to everyone present in the auditorium to kindly keep their mobile phones switched off throughout the ceremony. On this 17th day of August 2018, we have all assembled for the convocation ceremony of Mukesh Patel School of Technology Management and Engineering of SVKM's NMIMS University. The chief guest for the ceremony is Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and MD, Foxconn International Holding, India. The academic procession, which has begun, will reach the hall in the next couple of minutes. I request everyone in the auditorium to kindly rise and welcome the dignitaries comprising the academic procession. Please remain standing until the dignitaries have taken their seats on the dais. Please rise, audience. It is my privilege to announce the order in which the dignitaries constitute the academic procession. We have our chief guest, Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and MD, Foxconn International Holding, India. Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS University. Dr. Rajan Saxena, Honorable Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS University. Dr. Sharad Maiskar, Pro Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS University. Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean, MPSTME. Associate Deans, Heads of various departments, and faculty colleagues. The procession is being led by Dr. Meena Chintamneni, Registrar, SVKM's NMIMS University. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Mukesh Patel School of Technology Management and Engineering, I welcome you all to the Convocation 2018. I request all present here to remain standing for the lighting of the lamp and the Saraswati Vandana. I request the dignitaries to kindly proceed for the lighting of the auspicious lamp.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणां वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः
request the audience to be seated. I now call upon the Registrar, Dr. Chintamneni, to kindly take the proceedings forward. The entire country is in a state of mourning at the sad demise of our former Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. As a mark of respect to the departed soul, we shall now observe 1 minute silence. I request everyone to kindly rise. Thank you. I now call upon the Registrar, Dr. Chintamneni, to kindly take the proceedings forward.
I request Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, to declare the Convocation 2018 open.
I declare the Convocation 2018 of SVKM's NMIMS MPSTME open.
I request Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS, to present our chief guest, Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and MD, Foxconn International Holding, India, a bouquet and memento as a token of our gratitude and appreciation. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena, to deliver the welcome address.
Our chief guest this morning, Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and Managing Director, Foxconn International Holdings, India. The nominee of the Chancellor, Dr. Jayant Gandhi, who's also the Honorary Joint Secretary of SVKM, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharad Maiskar, Dean, Dr. N.T. Rao, Registrar, Dr. Chintamneni, members of the faculty and staff, graduating students, their parents, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start this ceremony, we observe the silence in the memory of the late Prime Minister. Today's function is being held at the time when the country is mourning the death of one of its tallest statesmen, the late former Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. His death marks an end of leaders and statesmen who have made India what it is today. And therefore today, we as a university, we as a community, condole his death. I felt, as I was reading today's papers and listening to the television coverage yesterday, and also to the kind of interactions that I've had when I was the director of IIM at Indore, that in Vajpayee, we have today lost a statesman, a compassionate individual, and a poet. And as today's newspaper says, the Hindustan Times says that politics has lost its poetry. That is what has made the man called Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And there's a lot of learnings for each one of you who are graduating today from his persona, from his style, because one of the kind of things that each one of you would be called upon is really the leadership. But let me keep it for a little while later. On behalf of the university, I extend a hearty welcome to you, Mr. Josh Fulgar, the Chancellor's nominee, Dr. Jain Gandhi, the members of the faculty, deans, and also each one of you who are graduating today, and your proud parents. We began this convocation today by lighting of the lamp. On most seminars or programs, startups or graduation, we do light the lamp. What is its significance for any one of us? Just think about it. Many a time it is just a ritual that we perform, year on year, day on day, every time that we come over and we start off with the program. Well, the light represents the positivity. It represents banishing of the darkness from ignorance. Traditionally, light or fire in Sanskrit, as we all know, Agni, ensures success. It also spreads divine grace. Through this lamp lighting ceremony, and you just heard the Saraswati Vandana, we prayed to the goddess of knowledge to empower us to take us out from the dark era of ignorance and remove any evil thoughts from our mind. We also pray to the goddess of learning to empower us to spread this light in the society and make a positive change over there. The degree that you are getting today is not just a piece of paper, but represents your power to change the world with education you have got at Mukesh Patel School of Technology Management and Engineering of NMIMS University. Hence, though the graduation marks the end of one phase and the beginning of another in your life, it is also a day when you need to bow to all those who have led you to this stage where you can today lead, where you can today go to the world and make a change. It is essential, therefore, that you use this knowledge that you have acquired today to make a positive change in the society and make the world a better place to live in and not a dangerous place to live in, because technocrats can make it a dangerous place too. It is for each one of you to use the technology that you have learned during your 4 or 5 years or whatever is the time that you have spent with us for the purposes of the benefit of the society. Let's just look at what has happened in the last 1 year. We are today celebrating 16 years of our establishment as a deemed university. Although as an educational institution we are celebrating 38 years, because NMIMS was established by SVKM, an 85-year-old public trust and society, as a management institute. NMIMS was started in 1981 as a management institute. The trust, SVKM, is dedicated to the cause of society and quality education. We got our deemed university status in 2003, and thereafter we started with the journey of making the changes in education and creating new paradigms in education itself. Last year, the 17-18, will be remembered as historic in the institution's annals. For number one, we got our NAAC accreditation for the 3rd time, and that too at the highest level, a grade that we have always maintained since 1999. And the Government of India declared NMIMS as a Category 1 university. Now, what does that really mean to any one of you? Just keep this in mind that there are 750 universities in India, of which only 22 universities in India, which includes public, private and deemed universities, of that 22 today, NMIMS is, that has been placed in category 1. And therefore, from that kind of a perspective, there's a whole lot of an opportunity that is available to each one of you. Your university, your degree today, when you go out and you say that you are from NMIMS, and the NMIMS degree says we are a category 1 university, it makes a big difference to each one of you in your career advancement and also for your higher education itself. We also earned international accreditation last year. Our business school at Mumbai got the ASCSB accreditation, and our Bangalore and Hyderabad campuses got re-accredited by EMBA. Globally, there are 3 accreditation systems in the world for management education: the ASCSB, EQUIS, and EMBA. Today, NMIMS can proudly say it has 2 of these 3 accreditations. And typically we say, how many crowns do you wear? So we today wear 2 crowns in management education. And that puts us in the top 5% of the business schools in the world itself. That's almost about 800 business schools in the world itself. What does that, and the Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering, 2 of its engineering programs, that is EXTC and IT, were re-accredited by NBA at the Tier 1 level. What do these rankings really represent to all of us? It vindicates NMIMS' belief and a commitment to quality, employability, and innovation. Besides, if we were to look at our rankings in NIRF and media, it only confirms the fact that we are today the most credible higher education institution in the private sector in India. As I said, post the declaration of our deemed to be university and the reconfirmation from the Government of India in 2007, we went on to establish multiple schools. Today we have 13 schools in 9 disciplines, and there are 14,000 or about 15,000 students today on the full-time programs of this institution, with the full-time faculty numbers being somewhere close to about 659 or 660 or so. As I speak, the number only continues to grow up. We have continued to promote research at the university level through seed grant, incentives to the faculty for publications, and getting the patents. Today, our publications have grown 3-fold in the last 3 years, essentially with all that we have tried to do. Our students have brought a tremendous amount of laurels to us. At MPSTME, for example, the students continue to participate in the 4th Human Exploration Rover Challenge, and a team of 6 students that represented the NASA 4th Human Exploration Rover Challenge was guided by Professor Savan Kumar Naik at the US Space and Rocket Center, Huntsville, Alabama, and they won all the contests at NASA. My congratulations to the team that has won these contests at NASA itself. If I look at the faculty research, Dhirendra Mishra won the award UNESCO Poland Fellowship in Engineering for additive manufacturing of ceramics. And Mahesh Naik won the Bharat Vikas Award for the outstanding performance in research on 19 November 2017. Well, we are in the next 10 years, we are poised to become one of the major universities in the world itself, for which a lot of efforts have already started in. Well, let me now turn to all of you who are graduating. In the last couple of years, several reports have concluded that more than 80% of the engineers who today graduate from engineering colleges are not of an employable quality. And that is largely because of the fact that they lacked skills, they lacked the skill of lateral thinking, and more specifically, they lacked cognitive, interpersonal, problem solving, and executional skills. You're well aware that at NMIMS, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering, we have tried to overcome these kinds of deficiencies that have been observed by industry in the engineering programs of this country. We've tried to fill this gap through industry participation in our program designs, as also in our pedagogies, and in putting up the infrastructure alongside with us. Like, for example, the joint creation of labs, workshops, and centers of excellence. Bosch and Lucas Newell are the two living examples of that. Plus, at the same time, our relationship with SAS has prepared you for the careers in the world itself. The world that you are stepping out will call upon you to not only do your technical work, but you will be called upon to perform the leadership role. What makes great leaders? What is it that makes an individual an outstanding leader, who's admired, who's respected by one and all? And since we are today meeting soon after the death of Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, we need to take some lessons from his leadership style, and possibly many of the leaders whom we see and whom we have seen in this country, and also in the organization, in the political sphere, is also in the organizational sphere. And one of the most important things that would be required from each one of you is humility. It is important for you to remember that humility can win over your worst critics also. And every time that you succeed, remember, humility will only take you forward. You don't pay any price for that. Rather, people respect you for that humility. Work for consensus in the team. Keep this in mind, that the more the decision is, there is a better buy-in in the team, better is the kind of performance of the team. But if the team doesn't buy in your decision, it only remains your decision. So you cannot today dictate, you cannot today direct the team, because you are working with a team of equals, people who are as much talented as you are. So you are there in a position to really take them forward. Now, it is an important thing is, how do you build up that kind of a consensus? Will take time, but always that's a way forward. Don't run away from dissent and never try to throttle it. Embrace dissent in the team. Many a time I have seen individuals saying, we cannot have dissent, because if people disagree, then in that case, what is going to be happening to the organization? Nothing happens to the organization. On the contrary, when there is a dissent, an alternate viewpoint is there, there's a better creativity in the organization. Praise even worse of your enemy for his capability. Even though you may disagree with that individual completely, but that individual has capabilities. Respect him for that capabilities. When Pandit Nehru died, Vajpayee ji, who was his strongest critic, said, today the dream is left unfulfilled. The song has vanished and the flame has disappeared. When Mrs. Indira Gandhi, who was another arch rival of Vajpayee ji, when she won the Bangladesh war, he compared her to Durga. That is what is called as being appreciative of the capabilities of an individual. And certainly keep it in mind that the communication skills will always make you a better leader and a great leader. And care for the people at the bottom of the pyramid. Never, never forget that it is the people at the bottom of the pyramid that needs the most care of yours and a better attention from each one of you. And last but not the least is that you must keep this in mind, that nothing is permanent. Even you are not permanent. Even though you may be leading the team for a longer time period, but you are not going to be permanent. But what will remain is your values. What will remain is your work. What will remain is the relationships that you have built as a leader. And finally, keep this in mind, that the nation always comes first. So let me conclude by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chancellor, Shri Amrish Patel, who is not present today, but through the nominee of the Chancellor to extend my gratitude to him, also to the Chancellor's nominee today, Dr. Jayant Gandhi, to all members of the Board of Management, members of other statutory bodies of the university, deans, faculty and staff who have made NMIMS India's most sought-after private institution and giving me the opportunity to lead this transformation of this great institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean MPSTME, to present the annual review of the school for the academic year 2017-18.
Chief guest for Convocation, Josh Folger, nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. Jayant Gandhi, Dr. Rajan Saxena, Vice Chancellor in MIMS University, Dr. Sharad Maiskar, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, Registrar, invited guests, faculty members, staff members, graduating students, parents, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. I would like to begin by extending hearty congratulations to all the graduating students. You have fulfilled the dreams of your parents and your family today, and from tomorrow, you will be setting out to the professional world as engineers and techno managers. We wish you the very best in all your future endeavors, to be the best in whatever career paths you may choose. It's my duty to inform the good work that MPSTME has done in the year gone by. Before that, let me begin with NMIMS. 2017-18 has been a defining year for NMIMS, which was accredited with a score of 3.59 out of 4 and is given a plus ranking by NAC. It's ranked as Tier 1 institution under deemed university category by Government of India. School of Pharmacy is ranked number 9 by NIRF. School of Commerce is ranked number 1 college in India for commerce education by India Today. And international accreditation, AACSB, was given to School of Business. And interestingly, all these accomplishments have been achieved in this very academic year itself. As a constituent institution of NMIMS, MPSTME also started to make its mark on all fronts. I'm glad to present a brief review. You'll be happy to note that MPSTME also has debuted in Government of India's NIRF rankings this year. One of the highlights of the past year has been NBA accrediting our EXTC and IT programs. MPSTME has been ranked among the top institutions by most of the popular publications, including Times, Outlook, among many others. On this happy moment of MBA Tech graduation, I would like to inform you that after winning the confidence of national accrediting agencies, we are planning to seek coveted international ABET accreditation for all our engineering programs. On the same front, our PGDM program in Real Estate Construction and Management has won the Golden Pillar Award for the best program in real estate education. So we have won the confidence of accrediting agencies also. Efforts of MPSTME to strive to be abreast with changing times are evidenced from being the first institution to introduce courses like MBA Tech, Data Science, Mechatronics, and many others. In the same vein, we have introduced M.Tech in Artificial Intelligence beginning this academic year, and the classes are ongoing. Striving for excellence further, we have completely restructured our undergraduate engineering curriculum by reducing the number of contact hours from around 3,400 to 2,800 and reducing the number of credits from around 210 to 160, almost on par with many of the international schools, engineering schools. We also intend to introduce many electives to facilitate MOOC learning for students. We are able to achieve all our successes primarily on the basis of our strong student community and faculty members. The student strength at Mumbai, Shirpur, Navi Mumbai, and Indore campuses is now around 6,000 students, with faculty strength being around 300. Another strong improvement has been substantial increase in the number of research scholars registering for PhD program, which stands at 110 now. Creation of a separate research cell
headed by an associate dean, is expected to yield higher results soon. The faculty at Mumbai published 63 papers in referred national and international journals, 65 in national and international conferences, and published 4 books and reviewed books by publishers. The faculty members, along with the students, have filed 11 patent applications, which are at various stages of consideration. MPSTME Shirpur has filed 2 patents in the School of Engineering and 3 patents in textiles, and published 49 papers in referred journals. MPSTME is about to accelerate on the international linkages front. In this regard, Shirpur campus has taken the lead in establishing linkages. A project on predictive analytics platform for healthcare was applied to University of Applied Sciences Austria under Indo-Austria funding scheme. Under Indo-German funding scheme, a project on 3D printing for healthcare, innovation management, smart care tools, and project management was also applied. A few institutions in Germany, UK, Netherlands, and Austria, under the umbrella of European organizations, have agreed to collaborate for various projects with MPSTME in general principle. We also have tie-ups with several institutions, and by next year, we hope to expand exponentially. Stevens Institute of Technology in the USA and University of New South Wales, Sydney, Australia, are 2 institutions where a few of our students will be heading to in this academic year to complete a part of their education under our bilateral agreements. The placements for B.Tech and MBA Tech have been encouraging with our strong industry connect. The highlight of the placement has been increasing pre-placement offers and international placements. It's pleasing to note that 2 international placements this year had students bagging more than 36 lakh rupees package on both of them. Applying the engineering knowledge in the form of consultancy has seen several faculty members getting actively engaged. A team comprising Professor Sarada Samudre, Professor Ketan Shah, Professor Siba Panda, and Professor Pintu Shah worked in an international data processing consultancy project for a US company. Professor Rai Churkar of Textiles at Shirpur campus has backed several consultancy projects with textile mills, offering real-time solutions. Professor N.T. Rao has offered consultancy on road safety projects for World Bank-funded projects in Kenya and Tanzania. Now, on to the fruitful visits of several visitors. During the previous academic year, several distinguished industry and international leaders visited our Mumbai campus and were engaged in several initiatives. I will list a few of them only. Shri Vinod Tavde, Minister for School Education, Government of Maharashtra, virtually dropped in to our college annual technical festival, interacted with the students informally, and took suggestions from the students how education in Maharashtra can be improved. Dr. Jürgen Mohart, German Consul General, visited MPSTME to appreciate facilities at our Bosch and Lucas labs. His visit was also followed up by a team from DAD to explain scholarships available for pursuing higher education in Germany. Dr. Alex Ng, Senior Lecturer, University of Adelaide, visited MPSTME to deliver a lecture on fundamentals of applied research in structural health monitoring. Professor Mark Dyer, Dean of School of Engineering, University of Waikato, New Zealand, interacted with the students in an interactive lecture session on people-friendly cities in data-rich world. Dr. Tim Fox, Head of Energy and Environment at Institution of Mechanical Engineers in London, gave an expert lecture on cold economy. Professor Newell Hoyt, Research Director, Belfast School of Architecture and Built Environment, delivered a lecture on demand-side response and renewable energy. We had many other distinguished visitors, speakers, professors visiting us. For the lack of time, we are not mentioning all of them. Now, let me turn to some noteworthy achievements from some of our faculty members. Professor Rakshana Anjum Sheikh was invited to Charles Darwin University, Australia, for collaborative research work on error coding codes. Professor Dhirendra Mishra, as Vice Chancellor has mentioned, got UNESCO Poland co-sponsored fellowship in engineering. American Society of Civil Engineers has commended the efforts of Professor Meenal Matgaonkar. The citation reads about MPSTME Civil Engineering chapter as, the chapter's accomplishments reflect the enthusiasm and hard work of the student officers and members, as well as your fine guidance as a faculty advisor. You, the practitioner advisors, and every individual who had a part in this endeavor should be justifiably proud of your contribution to the development of future of civil engineering. So that is a commendation Professor Meenal Mazgaonkar received. Professor Mahesh Nayak has been awarded for his outstanding performance in research and was given Bharat Vikas Award. Dr. Vinita Khatri was awarded Young Woman in Science for physics, and Dr. Mini Rani has been awarded Outstanding Woman in Science in Mathematics by Venus International Foundation. Dr. Anuja Agarwal and Professor Shrikant Malik were awarded Jury Choice by Smart Cities Conclave in the category of Innovative Smart Solutions. Professor Padmesh Shuri was nominated as an Associate Editor of the Journal of International Journal of Advanced Intelligence Informatics. MPSTME recognizes the importance of knowledge dissemination and conducted several faculty development programs, seminars, and conferences. I'll list only a few of them. Workshop on transformation leadership under the aegis of Newton Baba Fund conducted in January 2018, where all the senior-most functionaries of MPSTME attended and immensely benefited from on leadership attributes. MPSTME organized Prayag, motion control module for engineers of Larsen & Toubro at NMIMS Bosch Rexroth Center of Excellence. Here is one case where the industry gets trained in an academic institution. Normally we expect academic institutions to go and get trained in the industry. So this has been there for last so many batches, and this year alone we conducted about 175 employees and of L&T were given hands-on training. Technology Management Division conducted a seminar with an eye-catching theme, Wings and Roots. Yes, wings in the sky, roots to be grounded. And it created awareness of students to interact with industry experts. Data Science Roundtable Conference was conducted where the guest speaker was Dr. Kat Truxillo, Director Global Advanced Analytics. SAS delivered the talk on opportunities for data scientists. Department of EXTC conducted a one-week short-term program on IoT. Then Development Research Skills was organized by Mechanical Engineering Department. Chemical Engineering Department conducted NR Kamath quiz, which is supposed to be a very prestigious one in association with Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers. Another important workshop that we conducted was on teaching physics, chemistry, mathematics, and English for all the teachers of all the campuses in light of completely revising our curriculum and revamping it. Now, winning prizes has been practice for our students. Team UAS NMIMS from MPSTME Shirpur stood 5th in the world and first among all Indian teams in 16th AVIC competition held in Maryland from 13th to 16th June. This team also won $3,050 as a prize for various tasks successfully completion. The team consisting of 16 students stood 5th in overall rankings, 4th in flight readiness review, and 20th in general paper ranking. This team was ranked above the top colleges of the world like Harvard, Stanford, Technion, IIT Bombay, and many others in some of the categories. Team Technoverters participated under the guidance of Professor Savan Kumar Nayak at US Space Rocket Center. MPSTME won the final of Hero Campus Challenge by Hero Motor Corp. This event had 3 stages, from ideation to detailed analysis. Out of the 10 who made it to the final, other colleges included our own NMIMS SBM, MICA, IIT Delhi, XIMP, IMT Ghaziabad. Out of this, XIMB came 2nd position, MICA came 3rd, but MPSTME was number 1. The Model United Nations Society of NMIMS conducted the event in February 2018, which saw participation of around 500 students from 37 schools and colleges across India. And we also had 2 international participants, one from University of Kabul and another one from University of Canberra. Students of MPSTME from Department of Civil Engineering, under the guidance of Dr. Meenal, bagged 8 awards in AAC Students Conference conducted by AACT India section at VIT Veldore. These competitions are application-based, which involve fabricating working models and prototypes of canoes and racing them in the Sea of Bay of Bengal. It requires a lot of research and continuous improvisation before achieving the desired engineering prototypes. The remarkable achievement is that our team is runner-up, and we are happy to inform that MPSTME will be hosting American Society of Civil Engineers annual canoe competition next year. On the personal front, I would consider a mail I received from one of the students last week, as the biggest achievement for MPSTME, more than any trophies and shields. The mail was thanking everyone in MPSTME, especially the then Dean, Professor Maiskar, COE Ashish Apte, Professors Vineet Panchal, Sirish Vichare, Nikita Trivedi, lift boys who stopped the lift for this boy in all the floors, though we have a restriction, the canteen staff who never made him to wait in the queue, because all of them helped him because he was not only fighting the academic rigor, but his own physical abilities, because of which he was not sure that he could complete his engineering studies. His father advised him, "Beta, engineering aapke bas, tumhare bas ki baat nahi hai. I mean, it's not, you can't do engineering." But he said, "Okay, let me give it a try for one semester." And he wrote such a beautiful mail thanking the MPSTME. And I think this is what we are going to treasure as a memento. Me as a dean, I was really moved by that letter. And it is the confidence that you students give and repose in me, making us to do more and more for you. With the support and guidance of Honorable Chancellor Sri Amrish Bhai Patel, along with the valuable guidance of Dr. Jayant Gandhi, mentor, continuous motivation by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena, encouragement offered by Dr. Maiskar, and the ever forthcoming support of Registrar Dr. Meena Chintamaneni, I am sure the path ahead will be well traveled and well traversed. I congratulate all the passing students and urge them to enhance their reputation, values, and image of NMIMS and MPSTME by being our ambassadors. I wish the graduating students the very best in their future endeavors. Now, you're ready to go. Go reach the goals you set for yourself. We are there for you. We are there with you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is time now to honor the meritorious students of SVKM's NMIMS, Mukesh Patel School of Technology, Management and Engineering. I request Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean MPSTME, to kindly announce the names of the meritorious students in various disciplines. I invite Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, accompanied by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena, to kindly give away the degrees.
Nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared meritorious in 2017-18 in Masters of Technology in Computers, Electronics and Telecommunication, Data Sciences, Business Analytics, and Industrial Automation. They have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. M.Tech Industrial Automation, meritorious students, Abhishek Jire. M.Tech Data Sciences, meritorious students, Amit Waria. Thank you, sir. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared meritorious in 2017-18 in postgraduate diploma in management, have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. Arjun Madnani, Namit Madnani, Shailesh Pehlwani. Thank you, sir. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared meritorious in 2017-18 in Masters of Computer Applications, have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena to kindly hand over the degrees to the students. Rajit Bansal, Lakshmi Acharya, Ankita Saraf, Thank you, sir. Nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. J.P. Gandhi, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena, I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared meritorious in 2017-18 in MBA Tech in Information Technology, Computers, Electronics, Telecommunications, Civil, Mechanical, and Chemical Engineering, and have registered for this convocation and are present here. I request nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. J.P. Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena to kindly hand over the degrees to the students of MBA Tech of Information Technology, Computers, Electronics and Telecommunications, Civil, Mechanical and Chemical Engineering. Astha Gupta, Manisha Swain, Anvita Jani, Ritu Dalmia, Yashi Bhatnagar, Aishwarya S, Yash Mehra. Computer Engineering meritorious students, Balwinder Saluja, Ayushi Gupta, Kaushika Sharma, Medha Chaube. Electronics and Telecommunications, Neeraj Toshniwal, Yash Singh, Deepak Chauhan, Shreya Singh, Anchal Mehrotra, Shubha Agarwal, Shubhra Agarwal, sorry. Jasleen Kaur Chawla. MBA Tech Civil meritorious students, Harsh Jain, Jena Pandey, Palash Maheshwari, Ganesh Shah, Vaibhav Jakotia. MBA Tech Mechanical, Harshbir Chedda, Mohish Gupta, Saurabh Gupta, Nadish VVS, Aman Bharadwaj, Pratul Khosla, Vidushi Srivatsava, Jyot Jetnandani, MBA Tech Chemical, Chabbi Shah, Mangalam Sahai, Thank you, sir.
Students shall now rise for the oath.
You have to maintain absolute silence, please. Nominee of Honorable Chancellor Dr. Jayant Gandhi and Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Rajan Saxena. 29 students of Master of Technology, starting with Chincholi Nikhil. 42 students of Master of Computer Applications, starting with Acharya Lakshmi. 27 students of Postgraduate Diploma in Management, starting with Adhikari Vipul. 359 students of MBA Tech, starting with Kanishk Agarwal, have successfully completed the program. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor to administer the oath, and on all who are present and who have been permitted to abstain, I request all the students present to rise to take the oath and maintain absolute silence, please. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Are you all ready? Good. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Management of SVKM's NMIMS as Vice Chancellor, I hereby declare all of you who are present and those who are admitted to remain absent are admitted to their respective degrees. I hereby charge you to uphold the dignity and the value of the degree awarded to you by this university in your life and profession. I request Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, to confer the degrees.
I hereby confer the degrees.
Please be seated, all of you. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Meena Chintamneni, Registrar, SVKM's NMIMS University, to present the register of the successful graduates to the nominee of the Honorable Chancellor for his signature. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. We will now be presenting the awards to the rank holders. I request Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean MPSTME, to kindly announce the names of the outstanding students. I request our chief guest, Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and MD, Foxconn International Holding, India, to kindly present the awards. I also request the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena, to join him.
Dr. Jayant Gandhi, nominee of Honorable Chancellor. I present before you the students who, on the basis of their CGPA, have been declared the rank holders in 2017 and 18. I request our chief guest, Mr. Josh Folger, Country Head and MD, Foxconn International Holding India, and Dr. Rajan Saxena, Vice Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS University, to kindly hand over the awards, please. Abhishek Jire. M.Tech Data Science, Amit Warrior, first rank. Arjun Madnani, PGDM, Real Estate and Construction Management, first rank. Rajit Bansal, MCA, first rank. Acharya Lakshmi, second rank, MCA. MBA Tech IT, Asta Gupta, first rank. Manisha Swain, second rank. Anvita Jani, third rank. MBA Tech Computers. Balwinder Saluja, first rank. Oh, sorry. Ayushi Gupta, second rank. MBA Tech EXTC. Neeraj Toshniwal, first rank. Yash Singh, second rank. There's a tie, three-way tie for the third position. Yes, to the second digit. Deepak Chauhan. Shreya Singh. Anchal Mehrotra. MBA Tech Civil, Harsh Jain, first rank. Jena Pandey, second rank. MBA Tech Mechanical, Hashbir Chedda, first rank. Mohish Gupta, second rank. Saurabh Gupta, third rank. MBA Tech Chemical, Chabi Shah, first rank. We now move to the special awards. Professor Dattatreya Sawant, Dr. Minal Matgaonkar for outstanding dedication and commitment to MPSTME AACE student chapter, along with team leader Saurabh Malu and team technocrats for winning awards at competition held at AACE International Student Conference at University of North Carolina, Charlotte. Professor Dattatreya Sawant, Professor Amey Raut, and team leader Rohan Patil, along with team E-Yantra for reaching regional finals and winning cash prize with team leader Pranav Palsule, along with team Robocon MPSTME for securing place among 30 teams in 119 teams at Robocon 2018. Professor Yashodhan Karulkar, team leader Ms. Saloni Gujral, and team engineers for winning special jury award. Professor Vinod Jain, Professor Kashyap Joshi, and team leader Mr. Darshan Jain, along with team AUV MPSTME for securing 4th position in the International Singapore AUV Challenge competition. Last but not the least, Professor Dinesh Panchal and team leader Abbas Thaki for winning the first prize, the Hero Campus Challenge, held at Hero Motor Corp. There's no one? So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Taking the ceremony forward, I request Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean MPSTME, to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Josh Folger.
Good afternoon, everyone. I consider it as my privilege to be introducing my good friend Josh Folger, who is the chief guest for this convocation. Josh Folger is the managing director and country head of Foxconn International Holding India. He has over 25 years of hands-on international experience in managing mega businesses, operations, and global supply chains. Prior to Foxconn, he spent 17 years with Nokia Corporation, where he led Americas and global operations from the US and later became the president of Nokia SEZ and launched Nokia manufacturing operations in India and Vietnam also. He joined Foxconn in 2015. And just for the information, Foxconn is the world's largest contract electronics manufacturer, the fourth largest information technology company in the world in terms of revenue. Its revenues are $160 billion. The company is one of the largest employers worldwide. And Foxconn manufactures electronics products for American, Canadian, Chinese, Finnish, and Japanese companies. The products that Foxconn manufactures include BlackBerry, iPad, iPhones, iPods, Kindles, Xiaomi, Nokia, PlayStations, and many others. As of 2012, Foxconn factories manufacture an estimated 40% of world's electronic goods. That means every second person in this world is having the product manufactured by Foxconn. That's about the Foxconn International. In India, Josh is credited for generating direct employment to nearly 23,000 people. Incidentally, he has two factories, one in Tamil Nadu and one in Andhra Pradesh. 87% of all employees are women. And according to one information, he employs the largest number of women in the state of Andhra Pradesh and also is one of the largest women employers in the Foxconn company. Under his stewardship, Foxconn India has come a long way and is currently #1 and has Xiaomi, Nokia, Gionee, Sony as among its customers. Josh Folger drives the Make in India initiative with a lot of passion. Yesterday, I saw a tweet from Xiaomi MD saying that he now employs 95% of women in his factory, and thanks to Josh Folger. He not only employs women in a big numbers, he also influences other giants also to employ women. Over the years, Josh has played a key role in policy making for electronic manufacturing industries in India. He is currently the co-chairman of Fast Track Task Force, which is tasked with development of Indian mobile phone manufacturing and supply chain ecosystem. As part of this task, he advises and formulates policies for Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. He is also the chairman of Manufacturing Committee of Association of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, India, Ashochem, Tamil Nadu. He is highly sought after leader who frequently is invited to be the guest speaker or the panelist at number of industry conclaves and forums. He was named as Electronics Man of the Year in 2016. Josh Folger also serves on the boards of many educational institutions. Just for the record, Josh completed his master's degree in industrial engineering, specializing in robotics from University of Texas, Arlington. Josh lives in Chennai, and just before I invite Josh Folger to address, to deliver the convocation address, we requested him to stay back for tomorrow also. But he politely declined, saying that he has a commitment, and that commitment is to be there with the underprivileged children for whom he has established a school for the last 10 years. He says bringing smiles on their faces is more important than being a chief guest at a convocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present Mr. Josh Folger. Josh Folger for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Nominee of the Chancellor, Dr. Gandhi. It's a privilege to meet you, sir. Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena. Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharath Maiskar. I got your name correct, sir. Dean, my friend, Dr. N.T. Rao. Registrar, Dr. Meena. You're going to visit our factory very soon, is what you have promised us. Members of the faculty, some of you are very, very popular with the students. So, sir, graduating students. I'm really amazed to see the accomplishments of this fine institution and such a fine group here. I did see a few parents, and I'm sure there are some well-wishers. Good afternoon to you. It's definitely a privilege here. I went paperless. You know, all these gentlemen use papers, and I went paperless a few years ago. I've been making mobile phones for the last 20 years. And the challenge when you use a phone is that you may get that phone call. And God forbid it is your wife. And I'm embarrassed if I pick it, and I'm definitely damned if I don't. And so it's, let's just hope that the next 20 minutes, she's not going to be thinking about me. She's not, you know, so anyway. Anyway, it gives me great pleasure to be here in your midst on what I consider the better part of the rest of your life. Many of you have been here for 5 years. Many of you have been here for 2 years. A lot of hard work getting here, getting through. Many of you have probably got placed, have other plans. So definitely it's a pleasure to be here. Standing here in front of you reminds me of 1994 when I was standing in the Fort Worth, Texas Convention Center where about 15,000 people there. And so me and my friends were standing there, and it was definitely a very proud moment for me. And I'm sure you have similar feelings, but I definitely was very proud on what I had accomplished. I was definitely relieved that it was, you know, finally over. And I was definitely looking forward to, I didn't really get a job. We started up a company, a robotics company, right after. I was definitely looking forward to that. And I think a little part of me was maybe thinking a little bit about the money I did not have, and hoping that the girls will finally notice, you know, when I do make this money. So, but that was 1994. From experience, what I can say is all of you are going to be somebody someday. I know all of you are ambitious. Somebody you will be. Some of you will peak very soon. Some of you will peak a little later. But all of you will definitely put your fingerprint on this world. Believe me, you will. Many of you will see the world. Many of you will see many parts of India. Many of you will do both. I had the privilege of, I'll say, seeing a large part of the world, mainly the US, Americas, some part of Asia, Europe, and then I came back to India. Friends, the world is a very exciting place. We have very interesting prospects around the world, and so is India. I came back to India in 2005 to start the Nokia manufacturing operations. And I'd like to think that I was a small part in making the Indian economy from right about, I think it was 800 billion at the time, or maybe closer to $1 trillion, to what it is now, 2.3 trillion. I have seen wealth created. I've seen people becoming prosperous in many segments. In the next 5 to 10 years, India will grow from 2.3 to 5 trillion to 10 trillion. All our estimate is about 5 to 10 years. And we are zooming towards it at a speed of 7.4% annual GDP growth rate. And you're going to be very much a part of that. As a personal example, as Dr. Rao mentioned, today in India, in our factories, in 2 of our factories located near Chennai, every second we make 3 phones. There are 22,000 women who are working in 3 shifts, 7 days, handcrafting these phones today for our customers and our brands we support. And we operate in a just-in-time environment. So each smartphone has about 700, 800 components. And all of these components, so let's say that if you do the math, anywhere from 2,100 to 2,500 components are coming just in time per second. And we're going to do more. We have been, and I have been very personally enamored with this 10 trillion Indian economy and a 1 trillion electronics economy in India. I'm hoping that happens in the next 10 years. I think a lot of us in this podium, might have retired. At least I don't plan to retire, but we'll see. It's definitely a very distinct possibility that in electronics we can create a 1 trillion economy, and the Indian economy will be 10 trillion. And my slogan has been Make in India the last 4 years. Since the Honorable Prime Minister announced this, I've been quite enamored, and in our little electronics world, we've been contributing to this growth. You can also be a part of that. I heard a lot of mechatronics students, automation, electronics, telecommunication. You can also be a part of this journey. Now, I did mention the growth in the last 13 years I've been in India, from let's say 800 or a trillion to 2.3 trillion. I just wish that this new growth, 2.3 to 10 trillion, be a bit different. Because what has happened in the last 13 years is the growth has not been quite equitable. There has been sort of segmental wealth creation. Dr. Saxena was talking about how does the wealth and the confidence come to the bottom of the pyramid? Has it really changed the dynamic? So I would personally like to have an equitable growth. I would also like to see if we can have a scandal-free growth. Since 2005, at least in our space, we had the 2G scandal. And lately, we've had the bank scandal. I'm sure you guys in the management program, you've heard of the scandals, many other scandals which have happened. So it will be nice to create wealth, empowerment, confidence to be created at all levels of the society. Do you agree with me? Yes? Okay. I didn't hear a very strong yes. Yes, okay, I know you're hungry. All right, sorry. I think it is very important that, some of us are gray, some of us gray hair, or folks up here and in the front may or may not be able to do all of this ourselves. We need you guys on board. Okay? So, is it easy? I mean, yes and no. I think it's once you have the will, I believe that you can make it happen. So, but today I want to share a thought for you to consider. Over the past few years of self journey, I've developed a framework on how to develop myself in multiple dimensions to make sure that I'm a part of a sustainable, equitable growth, either for the country, for the company, or myself as an individual. I have, I wouldn't say developed it, but I have a framework of 4 intelligences, and I'd like to share them with you, and I call them quotients. The trick is going to be how they work together, how this framework works together, and how it has grown. And most of you are I'll say, young enough, and if you are able to consider this framework might be of use to you as we and you grow here. The first one is, of course, IQ, right? Intelligence quotient, right? So there is a lot of definitions on that. Some people believe that you're born with it. Others believe you train for it. I'm not going to contest that. Okay, so people say that 130, 148 plus is considered Mensa level, and these are the geniuses. The challenge sometimes with the high IQ individuals is that when you're really high IQ, or you develop yourself to a high IQ person, the other intelligences are not activated or not active. Okay, Einstein has developed theory of relativity and many other good things, but I don't think he was necessarily a commercial success. So IQ is great. I will not diss it. I think it's fantastic. I think you should, if there's a mode to train for it, yes, I think we should train for it. But that's not all. The second part of the framework is what I call learning quotient. I define learning quotient is the ability to learn and keep learning. And this learning can come in many ways. I think all of you, and I'm sorry to say this, Josh, I've been learning for the last 5 years, and I'm done with it, right? Yes, definitely. It is a great part. What you guys have done for 5 years or 2 years in your particular program is great. It's a great learning portion. But that's not all. I think it is what you learn in university, in school. It is what you learn in your jobs. And it is what you learn sometimes in internships. I have to say that in 1990, my life changed when I was interning for just 2 weeks in Carborundum Universal near Chennai. Carborundum Universal used to make these the abrasives for grinding wheels, right? And I was doing some boring work, usually, you're not given the choice assignments. I was hanging around. And then I suddenly walk into one secret place. It was a separate building, heavily, I wouldn't say guarded, but nobody was allowed inside. They had a Kawasaki jointed arm robot, which had I think 200 kilogram payload. A massive robot, and it was doing plasma coating. And this was 1990. I have never seen a robot in my life at that time, an industrial robot. I just stood there for 15 minutes, just amazed to see this thing move. And the course of the next week, I was just wondering, why is this here? What is this doing here? And it really set the course for the next 10 years of my life. From 1990 to 2000, I wanted to become a robotics engineer, industrial robotics engineer. I wanted to do lights out automation, flexible manufacturing system. It led me to the US. I specialized. We started a robotics company. We designed and built many robots. And in I think 1999, 2000, I designed a line and implemented about 20 automated assembly lines in Dallas-Fort Worth area for Nokia. Right from the PCB to the packing, no touch, lights out automation. So it's amazing what that little learning can do to your life. So I think investing in yourself, reinventing yourself, furthering education, keeping up with market trends, new things in software platform, new tech, it's very important. And this is going to be lifelong. And I would really encourage you to consider that. But this is not all. There's a third one. Many of you would have heard this, especially in management. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. It's called emotional quotient, EQ. How many of you have heard of EQ? Okay, good. Thank you. So it's how aware of your surroundings, what's happening around. Are you able to grasp the interplay of things? Are you able to connect the dots? End of the day, all these things have to work together to make it happen. It's very, very important. I realized this being a tech engineer I really loved, getting on the floor, cabling, putting cables together. I loved it. But a little later, as I grew in my career, is when I realized that to really make things happen, this was very important. It was really important for us to make sure that you are able to connect the dots, you are aware of the play around you. Okay? Now, I think there is a positive aspect to it, and I believe in that. EQ is great. Okay? But there is also a negative connotation to that. You can be very cunning, you can be very shrewd. Okay? So we just need to balance that. I think, in my opinion, this is great. I think, but it's not all. I think we have seen many examples of people with fantastic IQs, maybe even LQs, definitely EQs in India and beyond, right? 2001, the whole stock slide, 2008, Enron, Vijay Mallya, at least in the last 2005, great EQ, I'm sure great IQ. The bank NPA crisis, these are all very intelligent people. Extremely high IQ, I'm sure extremely high LQ, and I'm very sure extremely high EQ. I think they all failed, or at least I'd like to think that they all failed, because I think they failed to ask this question: is this the right thing to do? I think this is the question. And I have great respect for one particular company which is headquartered in Mumbai, where after a business case is considered and everything, there is a question asked: is this the right thing to do? I think you know which company I'm talking about here. But it doesn't have to be alone. It doesn't have to be one individual. It can be all of us. So I think in my mind, this thought came to me about 5 years ago. And this is the fourth part of the framework and the final one. And it starts with this question: what is the right thing to do? It is the moral compass. It is the clear line which separates right and wrong. And I don't know about what your religious affiliation is. I don't know whether you consider Sunday, Friday, Tuesday your religious day. I think, unfortunately, you cannot shut this down, right? It cannot be, so Josh goes to church on Sunday, and so today I'm going to be very, sort of more right than wrong. This is 365 days, 24 hours. In some years, 366. I call this God quotient, GQ. I think this is a very clear reference. There is no, yes, you can justify yourself, but that's a very slippery slope. It's very important in life, especially when you're young, to understand what are the negotiables and what are the non-negotiables. And it starts with the question: is this the right thing to do? You can have extremely high IQ, and I hope you have extremely high LQ and definitely EQ, but I would suggest that you ask this question: is this the right thing to do? And in my little framework, I call this God quotient. Do you agree this is important? Can I see show of hands? Yes? Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. So to conclude, I believe this framework of IQ, LQ, EQ, and GQ is an idea for you to consider. Most of you seem to agree, or you're just hungry and you raised your hands. So my question to you is, what is the shape of your framework if you use this model? Is it two-sided? Somebody says, oh, that's one-sided, Josh, so, right? Is it two-sided? three-sided or is it four-sided? And what shape is it looking like today? Is it a square? Should it be a square? I don't know. So it's up to us to define the shape of this. Is today a square is like this, but does it have to be the case when you're older it becomes a bigger square? Right? So it's a question of what shape it is and how you're going to grow. I think a clean, equitable, 10 trillion economy in India is possible if we adopt frameworks like this. So I thank you for this audience, this opportunity. I wish and pray for the best for the rest of your life. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. I now request our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sharad Maiskar, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to you all. Chief guest for Convocation 2018, Mr. George Folger, nominee of the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. J.P. Gandhi, who is also the Honorary Joint Secretary, SVKM, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajan Saxena, members of the Managing Committee, senior functionaries of SVKM, Dr. N.T. Rao, Dean MPSTME, Registrar NMIMS, Dr. Meena Chindamanini, Deans, heads of the institutions, faculty colleagues, graduating students, proud parents, and ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for the convocation ceremony of one of the significant schools of NMIMS. This ceremony, in fact, marks a new phase in the lives of graduating students. I am sure that the words of our chief guest urging graduating students to utilize the 10 trillion economy in the next few years will be utilized by all of you. But at the same time, his words of trying to have equitable growth for all of us, using the 4 principles, especially the last principle which he highlighted, GQ, should be kept in mind. I am sure that his words will be engraved in the minds of the students forever. I thank Mr. George Folger for sparing his valuable time for the convocation and addressing the graduating students. We at NMIMS are also thankful to Dr. Gandhi for gracing the occasion as a nominee of the Honorable Chancellor. The tireless efforts put in by the Dean, his team, and the Office of the Registrar and our entire team have given a befitting grace and poise to this ceremony. I wish to acknowledge their efforts. I wish to acknowledge the contribution and presence of faculty, students, and staff in the success of this program. I wish to conclude by quoting our beloved Prime Minister, late Atal Bihari Ji, as a tribute to his monumental character. On December 28, 2002, he delivered an inaugural speech at the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the UGC, our statutory body. And he said, education in the truest self of the term is a process of self-discovery. It's the art of self-sculpture. It trains the individual not so much in specific skills or in specific branch of knowledge, but in flowering of his or her talent, latent intellectual, artistic and humanistic capacities. Unquote. This quote, in fact, embodies the spirit with which you all graduates should embark on your career. I wish the graduating students all the best in their careers. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request the Registrar, Dr. Meena Chintamanini, to kindly take over the proceedings.
I request Shri Jayant Gandhi, nominee of Honorable Chancellor, SVKM's NMIMS,
to declare the Convocation 2018 closed.
I declare the Convocation 2018 of Western Games NMIMS MPSTME closed.
I request everyone to rise and to please remain standing till the academic procession recedes from the auditorium. There is no national anthem for the day because of the state mourning. Thank you, everyone. The arrangement for lunch for the dignitaries, invited guests, associate deans and HODs has been arranged in the executive dining area, which is on the first floor of the same building. For the staff members and faculty members, it is in the staff dining area. And for the students, it is right outside the auditorium. On behalf of the entire NMIMS family, we wish you all the very best for the years to come. There is an important announcement, everyone. You need to return your gown and cap at the registration counter. All the graduating students are hereby requested to proceed towards the 4th floor of the same building, which is room number 401 to 406, to collect your degree certificates and grade sheets. It is from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And arrangements for photography on paid basis had been made right next to the registration counter. Thank you.